In an era where music can take on so many different messages, these guys remind us that it is truly one of the important forms of media. Getting their start back 9 years ago, almost a decade in 2015, friends who became musicians all the way back in school have now got a message that they are spreading to the world. Now, I want to go back to 2015 when Waka Flocka Flame, girl, we're moving, got me in a trance. He gave them their props, and that was one of their starts. Since then, they've had multiple top 40 hits, gold, platinum records, but that's not what it is that inspires them. It is you. It is the message, and they are finally in studio and join me here on Afternoons with the Zweli. Neon Dreams is here, everybody! Gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome to 947.
Hey, you did your research, man.
Nobody
brings up the Waka era and like all that. That's crazy.
I used to love Waka. I remember, I forget what the name of the song was, but look, no hands. Everyone was going crazy back then.
Yeah, man. He has some crazy songs back in the day. And he really took us under his wing for like a year or two.
He taught us a lot about the industry and stuff.
Yeah. No, we're going to get to all of that. But viewers, first of all, how have you guys been? I know you come fresh off of quite an intense December, really, where you were, touring across the coast and all.
Yeah, we did all that, and yesterday we just flew in from a show.
Gee
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fresh off the plane right now. We just started a tour with Milky Chance, and it's been a vibe.
Yeah. And how was that? Because I know Milky Chance pretty massive. Had a couple of hits on the station as well. How was that for you guys?
Cool, man. Like the vibe was different, man. I really liked it.
Yeah. And in terms of, the reception that you guys get, because, you've been doing this for quite some time and you've almost entered the music industry in the streaming era. And it's a little bit different, I'd say, to a decade ago. How has the reception been from you guys, just not back in 2015, but year after year, when you realize that you've got a fan base that just keeps growing stronger and a fan base that's willing to fight to the death for you guys?
Yeah, man. The South African fan base is wild. Like, you guys are hardcore about your music. I love it. And anybody I know that's come and played here always says it's like some of the best crowds in the world. Yeah. And we feel that every single time we're here.
Yeah. And you can go.
I was gonna say that everyone just claims us now. They're like, "You're our band." Our band. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I was actually about to ask, because generally, with artists, when we've got internationals and we're like, how's South Africa been? And it's like, you guys are kind of South African now.
Yeah.
we were letting you. I mean, you guys are South African at this stage. So
100%.
What is it about the energy of this country, that keeps you guys coming back, that keeps you guys inspired, that sort of thing?
Oh, man, I don't know. There's a lot of love here. Like there's love all around the world. Yeah. Trust me. But this is a different kind of love. You have love for each other, love for music, love for the cultures. Yeah. And just coming together. And that's what really keeps me here, because I didn't have a big family. Yeah, I've always wanted a big family, and you guys make me feel like I'm a part of this whole culture, so I love it.
That's absolutely incrable.
Yeah. I mean, the people are beautiful, and we just can't. And I mean that as in. I mean, you guys are very good looking, but I mean inside, you guys care a lot. You're loving, you know. That came out funny.
I was like, let's wait for this full answer over here. See where we're going.
But the people are beautiful.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had Calabash, massive music festival with some incredible bands internationally and locally, and just what you guys spoke of now is just the crowds are really, really different. And what do you think is different about the energy? I mean, you've spoken about the people and how loving they are, but just from you being on the stage and that point of view, what is it that you feel that South African crowds bring that's a little bit different to what you'd get elsewhere, I guess?
I don't know. It's like everyone comes there to let loose, but to experience and some people are really reserved back home, and it's okay to be like that. So I'm a shy guy. When I go to a show, I stare at the guy. I stare at him, and I don't move, and I'm like, that was the best thing I ever watched.
But you guys bring energy, There's energy. You can feed off of it. You can make it part of the show.
Yeah. Now, I want to go back to the origins of Neon Dreams. And I had spoken a little bit, about the messaging and how you've always wanted to keep people inspired, keep people positive, just chuck out all of that negativity. How important is it and I'd say for both of you, in 2024 to keep spreading that sort of positive message, given what it is that so many people are going through around the world?
Well, man, I went through so much in life, and I got to a point where music saved me out of the worst places of my life, and I wanted to keep that, pass that torch.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a responsibility. Like you have so much people that are listening to you, and if you have a chance to give them a little hope for their life, like I think that if you feel called to that, and I feel called to that, like that's an important thing. So I want to keep that a part of me for the rest of my life, and that I'll do music as long as I can until I drop, and I'll try to give it back as much as I can, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I know that, you know, in terms of your fans, because already just on social media or WhatsApp hotline already, people saying, Neon Dreams, are they there already? Are they there already? How does it make you feel when you see so many people who actually... There's a resonance, I guess, in your music that people just connect to immediately. And how does it make you feel to know that one day at a time, one lyric at a time, one beat at a time, you guys are sort of changing the world and changing how people perceive the world, in a sense?
My mom said one thing to me. I was getting bullied a lot. Yeah. And like, just like, you know, slurs, all this stuff. And she's like, you know, if you don't like the way the world is, you can change it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's my thing. I'm gonna try to change little things one bit at a time. With music.
With music. No, I mean, I'm a big believer. I think that it may be a bit of an old cliche, but people always say that music can change the world, and I think that that's how you get through to people. You know, music brings people together. It's much like sports, that sort of thing. But hey, I want to get to your music and actually go back to some of your EPs in the next couple of moments. But I first off, actually, I'm going to play some Gym Class Heroes with Adam Levine, because I know that there's a big inspiration over there for both.
You did some research.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I just need to know, where have y'all been going for interviews? Do they not know anything about Neon Dreams? Are people not doing their jobs out there? What's happening?
It is really good.
So with Gym Class Heroes, tell me, what is it that you guys love so much about Gym Class Heroes? What is it that inspired you, you know? With Travis McCoy and the boys.
Man, the combination of all the world.
Yeah, I think the way they combine like their like hooks with like kind of like a hip hop kind of verse and stuff, like a lot of our songs have that similar like theme and vibe.
We're like multi-genre. So
yeah,
man, Travis McCoy, he's my favorite.
Yeah, Travis McCoy was crazy.
Yeah, back then,
yeah. I wanted to chat about your music right now. You guys have had a couple of EPs. You've had some tracks as well. And I want to go back to 2015, right after you guys had dropped Love Experts. Were you guys
How did you find that song?
How do you find this? That was our first radio single ever.
And that's exactly why I want to get to it.
Okay, all right.
Were you guys expecting that sort of reaction? Were you expecting people to pick up on it, you know, and be like, oh, we really like this?
Yeah, so like stories, we wrote the song, and I actually wrote it as a joke. Not to my in front of the girlfriend I had at the time. Yeah, we're not together anymore. But like I was like, all right, the greatest love song, and everyone's gonna play it in Canada, and like as a joke.
I think I remember like she wanted you to write her a love song, and then you were just like, fine, I'll write you a love song.
Right? And then it's like I'm not a love expert, but I'll give what you deserve, and that like just melted people on, and like we sent it off to our friend. Yeah, and they're like, hey, we put it in this radio program, and then it just went everywhere.
Yeah. That is like, crazy. What's going on? Is that why you guys broke up? You're like, hey, here's your song, take your song, and leave me the hell alone after this. Oh man! Now I find it interesting. You know, you had mentioned, you know, the what is it? Inspiration. I'm losing my English here with Gym Class Heroes, that sort of thing. But you guys have a lot of electronic elements, and it's very playful sound sometimes. Excuse me. How did you get to that sort of sound? Because with Gym Class Heroes, it is experimental. I hear a lot more of the hip hop bass at times, and you guys, there's a difference over there. So what is it? What's playing on your phone? What are you listening to get to that sort of mind frame?
We've had such a big musical journey. We actually like went from pop punk to like, it was like a hip hop.
Yeah, we were like pop punk. We sounded like Limp Bizkit for a second.
Yeah, like we were in different bands, not Neon Dreams at that time, but like and then eventually, when Neon Dream actually started, like just around Love Experts, just before Love Experts came out, that's when like Waka was around. Yeah, we were producers and electronic DJs.
Yeah, we were DJing mostly at that point.
So Waka got us to remix all his songs. Yeah, and like so we got to learn so many different genres. Because like EDM is just like everything mashed into a dance groove, you know?
Yeah.
And so our taste like is so all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, which is great, I think, as a musician. And you guys spoke about, being in different groups and bands and that sort of thing. How did you guys handle those sorts of projects falling apart? Was it a hard knock? Was it difficult to come back from and, start again and go all over again? Because I can imagine in this industry, it's not just smooth sailing. You've got to dust yourself off and get back up again all the time.
I mean, we've had different members in every single one of those projects, and we kind of just realized that we're the most dedicated too, so let's just like do it, the two of us, you know? So like we were always just like, yeah, okay, like one of the bands we were in, there were 6 of us, you know what I mean?
My day.
Full squad. So we tried a bunch of different things, and I'm really glad we went through that, because we realized how dedicated we were. And also playing in all those different types of bands with different genres and stuff like that, I feel like where we're at now kind of combines every single thing we did before this, and I think that kind of what gives us like a little bit of a unique sound, because I mean we come from punk music, but we come from hip hop, we come from EDM. Those are 3 very different genres, but if you listen to our music, you can hear, there's some electronic elements. The songwriting might fit like a pop punk song, or like the hip hop where he raps on some songs, so kind of come from a bit of everything.
In our community where we live, like folk music is the biggest
really?
genre there. So like we have like that pretty sound and then like the sunshine sound.
I love that.
Listen to that all the time.
Really dig that. I like what you guys said about different members and that sort of things. Kind of like having group work in school. Everyone hates group work because there's always someone or 2 people who are more dedicated than the others.
Definitely.
And you guys had to fix all of that. Now in 2020, you guys obviously won the Breakthrough Award at the Juno Awards, and that was well within the pandemic. A very difficult year, I can imagine, for a lot of people. How did you guys almost recalibrate in 2020 when everything was shut down? What did Neon Dreams get up to while the world went quiet?
The difference between pre-COVID and post-COVID is we were very much a Canadian band, and now we're almost half South African. It's like everything kind of just switched. I mean,
transitioned over to South Africa.
The first shows we played when we came back and shows were happening again, we're here. So and we had never been here before. So.
That is crazy. Yeah. That is absolutely madness. And I can imagine that also took you guys aback. It's like, it's the first time and people are already feeling something from us.
You know what I do not miss at all is Zoom concerts. Man, I hope I never have to do one of those in my life ever again.
And speaking of those awards, because you won the Juno Award, we're obviously fresh off of the Grammys, and there's always such a massive conversation about how much awards really mean. Is it subjective? Is it objective? What's your take on awards? I mean, you guys have obviously got your fair share of awards. What's your relationship, let me put it that way, with different awards and these ceremonies?
That's
how much does it actually matter at the end of the day?
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I took, when we got a Juno Award,
I
took it and I went to my old boss and I gave it to her. That's because she's the reason why I still had a job while I could still tour. And, and I was like, thank you for that. This was a result of it. And, it was a dream for us at one point to do this. And like, I hope everyone gets to have their dreams come true.
Yeah.
And awards aren't important for everybody. And at that moment, it was, but now I'm like, people and love and like spreading like good vibes is like my thing right now. And it's not as important, but I'm so happy that it did happen.
I dig that. All right, I'm going to let you gents go just now. Just go one more thing. Are you guys a big fan of playing games?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, let's do.
How do you feel about a game called The Trail of Truth?
Okay. Interesting.
Now, you guys have toured with Matthew Mole. How is that? How has it been working with him, making music? I guess being on the road with Matt?
Every moment with him is just fun.
No, wait.
This energy.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite people I've ever toured with. He's just fun. He's a good time. And we just like clicked instantly.
That's nice. Well, the fun times may be coming to an end over here because you guys said you want to play a game. We're getting into Trail of Truth.
Oh, jeez, that sounds scary.
It's like surround sound in my ears, right?
Like I said, not as scary as you think it is. maybe not as scary as you think it is. All right, so gentlemen, I'm going to give you 2 questions each. I'm going to ask you to pick a number between 1 and 50, and depending on which number you pick, I will ask you the question that is on my list over here. So, Mr. Cadillac, let's start with you.
Oh, who's going to go first?
Pick a number between 1 and, let's say, 30.
Okay, 25.
Number 25. I told you it wouldn't be as difficult as you think it is. If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, which movie would it be and why?
Yo, okay. All right. There's a couple movies. Okay, I got The Matrix.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I say something very embarrassing?
What's up?
I haven't seen any of the Matrix
You never
trilogy.
seen any of the Matrix?
I know, and it's 24 years later, and I'm...
Classic.
Am I letting down the team average over here?
Classic.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I have seen it, but it's been a while.
Okay, all right. Pick a number between 1 and 30.
12.
Number 12. What do we have at number 12? Ooh. This is an interesting one as well. If you were named after anyone, who would it be and why?
Named after anyone?
Named after anyone, yeah.
I'm trying to think of some Adrians here. Is that what you mean? Is like someone else named Adrian?
So if you could... No,
Change
doesn't
your
mean
name?
your name is Adrian, so you can change your name.
If I could change my name.
Anyone, who do you admire? Who do you think has
man.
that stature?
That's a really tough one. Frank, can you help me out with this?
I'd say Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sure, Captain Jack Sparrow. Sure, let's go with that.
So we're gonna go with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow.
All right, okay, cool. Let's get one more number.
All right, let's go 9.
Number 9. Oh, if you could give one piece of advice to someone that you'd never met in your life, what would you tell them?
Say, I live by this quote, and it's what brought me to South Africa. To go as far as you can see, and then you'll see further.
Wow. Go as far as you can see, and then you'll see further. That is deep. I'm trying to think of it, but I need to get you guys on here. I need to get you out. Last question. Pick a number.
26.
Number 26. You are stranded on a desert island. Which 3 people are you bringing with you?
Ooh.
Not me.
No, I gotta bring you. I still want to play some music. You know? And then, oh geez, this is difficult. Do I choose my parents or do I choose my siblings?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris? Why am I gonna bring Chuck Norris? Actually, you know what? There's probably some stuff I need protection from on the island. So let's go with my brother and then Chuck Norris.
All right, your brother and
my other siblings are step siblings. I feel like I need to bring the one that's blood. So.
Wow. That is Neon Dreams live on 947 on Afternoons with Zweli. Gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. First time that you're on my show at the very least on 947. I hope that, you had a good time.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for knowing so much about us. It's crazy.
Made me really happy, man.
There's a young man, his name is Liam. He's my producer, so he also had to do a lot of digging over here. It's a team effort. Guys, thank you so much. And you're always welcome to pop by to answer some more difficult questions next time you're around. All right.
Amazing. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome.
Afternoons with Zweli on 947.